All right, shalom to elect Israel. To the hopeful elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, 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 got to give all praises to Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi, BaHasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, name in the Heavenly Father, everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is the last one, Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel, everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who was slain at the foundation of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. Then you got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. And then the other wicked Israelites that are scattered across America, Babylon, Slakia. The 2/3 that are scattered across America, Babylon the Great, and the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth that have come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction. The Rawchaa Qadash is the Holy Spirit that has been bestowed upon the men. The Heavenly Father gave his only begotten Son out of the world to complete this work. So we always want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone, led us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, so forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to also part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, wouldn't we part of that number? Lord, wouldn't us be able to find those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, it is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9, unto a ring. 2 Chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom, all you sincere believers out there tuning in, hand on after Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi, BaHasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Atham. We're going to get into a various end time topic lesson. And the title is The Wrong Type of Success is a Lousy Teacher. It seduces Jake to think the Lord doesn't exist. So we're going to go into some various end time topics. Lord's willing is edifying to the flock. And, a lousy way, the wrong type of success is a lot of these these other camps are not giving you a full understanding of what we're really dealing with. A lot of these other camps, really all of them, other than the ones that are in, good standing with Great Millstone, they have this mindset of success. And the only reason why they have that mindset is because they have lousy teachers. Okay, they didn't teach them the way that things were supposed to be taught. So we're going to just go on a little bit of that, various end time topics. We always going into a whole bunch of stuff. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Go over it all the time. And I want to do this scripture because it goes with the topic, part of the topic of what I'm going to bring out on this first video. That, of course, came from one of the elders. We watched them, and, it gives us insight on things that, should be taken into account. And then we have things that the Spirit tell us to go into account too as well. So I try to mix them. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. And it reads, woe, which means destruction, unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So this is an example of that. We always talk about how, me and Zaquan were movie buffs, and I actually really haven't got to go into this. So this is new for me as well, even though it's an old cartoon, G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander, coming from GMS, South Carolina 08. GMS Benatazakba, he came into this, and the title is Esau's Weather Manipulation and Cartoons. So we know that Esau, Edom is the so-called white man because they're the ones who have control of different various weapons. Okay, we all know that the so-called white man has weapons. So this is a way that he mocks the majority of Jake because they have looked at success in the wrong way. And they think this is what success is, having this type of manipulation that Esau, Edom has. That's why we got 2/3 of our people here in America, Babylon the Great, are going to get destroyed because they believe that the success of Esau is the right success. Okay, talking about so-called white man. But he's a lousy teacher. It's not going to really teach y'all how to be saved, how to have salvation, how to, obtain the universe. Okay? Because that's what they're ultimately trying to do. They're trying to get you to, they're trying to tell you that they have the keys to obtain the universe, and they do not. So going into it, I just seen a video too, a little, just saying something short with it. Brother came and put some, come out there with the brotherhood talking about. He gonna deport anybody who's anti-Semitic when it's really Shemitic, and you're not going to be able to do that because you are not the Lord. And it said that He would deliver us wherever we were sent captive across the four corners of the earth. So He's not going to take us and move us nowhere. He's just really trying to scare Jake. He can't go outside of prophecy. Esau can't go outside of prophecy. You're going to have these men set up in these camps. We're going to lead the elect out of Rawchaa to the chariots, and we're going to get the fuck out of here, Lord willing. There ain't going to be no, you're fucking just mixing up the prophecy. It never says that you're going to deport all the people who are against, these fucking small hats out here. And guess who is? Guess who's the forefront of that? GMS. We're going to be right the fuck where the Lord wants us to be. You ain't going to move us, E, because you can't. You have to have that faith, Jake. They start saying weird shit. They start doing all this funny ass shit. You're going to have to hold your ground, Jake. You got to put your balls on. It's just going to get real soon. It's the kind of shit they're going to threaten us with.
Yo, Joe! Hold it! What the heck is that?
The poor Joes are too hot, Destro. Cool them down at once.
With pleasure, Commander.
We're losing altitude. Can't control it. Ship too heavy from ice and snow buildup.
Our friends are coming to a standstill, Destro. They need something to spark them up.
I know just the thing, Commander.
You see, it has a cobra and it's got the pyramids and stuff that he's shooting from. It's that Egyptian shit, man. And today, this is modern day Sodom and Egypt, as you read in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. This is the kind of shit they got control of, man.
Hang on!
We're still airborne and ready to fight. Yo, Joe!
They shall pay for that.
Shocking experience, mates. I think my bridge work melted.
Spare nothing now, Destro. The end is in sight, and we have won! Superb! First, Destro, the tornado! Blast them, Destro! Blast them!
Like, come on, man. All right, we've had enough of this. You see what this shit is, though. That is weather manipulation, and they're showing you through the cartoon. As I said, a lot of these cartoons, a lot of these videos, doing all that, you know, they do that kind of stuff, man, to show you that that's not no far-fetched kind of stuff, man. It's just like, you know, me and Zaquan talk about it all the time. Why would you wake up why would you, if you're an intelligent civilization and you have came up with all these ways to show your intelligence, why would you tell people that the word immortal exists? Why would you tell them that if it's not something that needs to be a concept and written in society and known what it is, but it just doesn't exist? Why would you do that? That's just retarded. And then you make all these damn movies about people being immortal, but at the same time, you don't really tell them that it's really what is they're trying to obtain because they know it's obtainable. To be immortal just means to control all the elements. So we're telling you, Esau, even so-called white man, is a lousy teacher. Now, this is another one that I want to bring up. We're going to go into some stuff. Okay, we're going to watch two videos. And it's basically like two videos to show you, you know, Jake had his chance. He had his chance of the prophets telling them that Esau, even the so-called white man, hates them. Okay? And Jake still is so confused why shit is going the way it's going. And really, this stuff like this right here, this is beautiful for the hopeful elect, because we are not for the so-called black community either. We don't give a fuck about establishing our own righteousness here. And Lord's not coming to save no so-called, I don't know, black people. He's coming to save Israelites, ones who know this doctrine and that they have been led astray in this fucking place. Okay? And if you don't know that, it doesn't matter what you look like. You can look like us. You can look like Esau. Yes, it's going to get destroyed because you're not an Israelite. It said in the book of Romans, all Israel is not Israel. So yes, it's trying to act like you're Israel and you're not. Yes, it's going to get destroyed, no matter what you look like. Jake out here thinking that this is justice right there. Because why? Because he had lousy fucking teachers. That's why he's out here doing this kind of shit.
Is y'all finna start discriminating us? So y'all telling me if I want a job here, I can't work here if y'all don't like me? That's what y'all telling me? Don't say nothing, officer. Hello? Y'all finna start discriminating us, Target? This what we doing? Is this what we doing? Y'all quiet in this motherfucker. Where the work is at? I got kids. I need a job in this motherfucker, man. What's going on? Y'all finna follow Trump and his rules? Don't say shit. That's fucked up. We got kids out here.
And we was just watching this. We was just watching some skits from a couple Jakes that kind of sold out. But Mike Epps was one of them, and he was like, "Yeah, you start talking shit to Esau," and he'd be like, "You're right, you're right." And they just let you kind of get away with a little bit. This is the kind of situation like this is right now. Okay? And just letting them get away with it. They probably gonna say something to him later. And more than likely, this is the disgruntled farmer. That's why he's making a big deal about it.
Y'all fucked up in here.
Big changes announced today at Target, the retailer, the latest company to end its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. NBC business and data correspondent Brian Chung joins me. Brian, what have you learned about this move?
Yeah, Lester. Well, the company announcing today that it would be scaling back and ending its 3-year DEI policy, which would include making changes to a supplier diversity program that sought to increase the amount of products in its stores from black businesses. Now,
see, it's only been 3 years. Why is Jake acting like this is just such a tragedy? Like, it's been 3 fucking years they've been doing this. Okay? So Jake's like over here like this is just some program they ended that was just been out here so long. It's been only 3 years, Jake. Why are you running in that bitch yelling at everybody? Like, it's only been 3 years that they were like, we're gonna act like we give a fuck about you, but we don't. There's only 3, and we, y'all, everybody who know my channel, we go into the numbers over here. Right? 3 years. It's just so coincidence. And Jake ass over here with the all-seeing eye on Target. They just got eyeballs everywhere. And he's like, I can't believe you guys hate Jake. Like, Jake ain't gonna never get it, man. That's why he's gonna get destroyed here. Because he's too busy fucking simping for Babylon the Great. I need my shit sold at Target, right? Let's see where else he's talking about.
in a memo to employees that was seen by NBC News, the company cited the evolving external landscape as the reason. This is a major turn for a company headquartered in Minneapolis, the same city where George Floyd was murdered in 2020, sparking a wave of corporate initiatives on DEI. But now Target joins the likes of Lowe's, Walmart, and McDonald's in scaling back its policies. But companies still defending theirs, Microsoft, Apple, and Costco, where just yesterday more than 98% of shareholders rejected a proposal to pare back their DEI policies. A resounding vote there, Lester.
All right. Okay, and this is exactly what, because a lot of these comedy shows, they really be saying shit. Is really what a lot of people don't know. And he was just saying that shit too. He was just saying that shit too. He was being like, "Oh yeah, you skinny and you trying to get a proposal on some shit." Well, motherfucker, don't nobody feel sorry for no in shape as Jake with resources denied. They're gonna deny your ass because you're fucking Jake, man. They're telling you like they don't give a fuck about us, man. And still Jake's like, what? Esau, even so-called white man can't get saved? Come on, man. You gotta grow up. And I like how he said in this lesson, he said, don't crash out. Don't be all fucking worked up over this shit, Jake. We're glad it's happening. I'm going to read this. This is Job chapter 34, verse 19. How much less to him that accepteth not the persons of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands. So the Lord has certain people where they're not going to be able to make it, and then some people where they're going to make it. And why? Why does he have it like that? So you can be able to identify who Israel is. Everything is to identify who Israel is, true Israel. Okay? Because they're about to start coming down and say, oh, well, birthright citizenship, right? Birthright citizenship is you know, that's the big thing right now. And if you can't prove that you're Israel, then we're going to deport you. Deport us where? You bring us the fuck over here. We can prove it in the scriptures. You, like, whatever, man. Do what you got to do. But we know this. Whatever you do, Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi knows what the fuck you did, You're going to pay for that shit. This is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 17. You shall not respect persons in judgment, right? When it comes to judgment, you're going to get your well done, deserving judgment. But ye shall hear the small as well as the great. So they look at us like we're just nobody. We're just small fries, right? But even though he doesn't have respect to person, he said, you're going to hear the small as well as the great. Even the least of us, you're going to know what the fuck we're talking about after we're done doing this verse and doing all these scriptures for you, for all you heathens out there and for Jake, because we doing them declared to everybody, but we mainly looking for Israel. But it's to declare to everybody in this bitch who still got ears to hear. Because even some of the heathen are going to hear and they're going to try to get right, but you're not going to be able to get in. Many of y'all are going to try to get in. You fucking can't. You know, many of y'all are going to try to be like, you're going to know that you're heathens. You're going to think like fucking Ruth. You're going to try to fucking get in. Your ass can't. You know, and then you got Jake. He going to try to get in. His ass can't. And you ain't getting in without them names. Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi. That's period. You're not getting in without those names. It says, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man. Right? For the judgment is the most high's. Right? Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi. And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me and I will hear it. Right? So why you think we're coming out here teaching this and doing this? Because these are causes that are too hard for us to bring our own salvation, our own type of success. Okay? And we're using, the Rawchaa Qadash, through the whole, through Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi, he's given us that Rawchaa Qadash so we know what success is. Because we don't have lousy teachers. We have teachers who are giving us success. Okay, and that is suffering with Yahawah, Yahawashi. He said that, bring it unto me, and I will hear the cost, and I will give you what? A correct, teaching on how you're supposed to be in this, So we're going to go to it. We go to it all the time. I want to go into the blue letter because I want to look up some words. Well, not in this one, not yet. We're going to go into the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the blue letter. Deuteronomy 28. We go into this one every now and then. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 49. And it reads, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, right? And we know that the mascot here is the bald eagle, right? Nations whose tongue thou shalt not understand. And that's really going into, you know, at times we didn't know the Greek, we didn't know the Latin, we was forced into those languages all the way up to the English. This is going into Esau, even the so-called white man, and his customs over time. Okay. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old now, nor show favor to the young. Right. And that's how Esau, even the so-called white man, is. He said, we gave y'all all the times y'all been in here in slavery. We had a program that was supposed to put Jake's products in the stores for 3 years, and then we cut it off. And Jake's over here like, I can't believe you did that. What about all the other motherfucking shit this damn devil done did? And this is how, before we go into this next verse, this Jake, soon as Target stopped selling Jake shit, he just he can't believe it. But Jake, you show him something like this and he won't think it's a big deal.
Name 5 books of the Bible.
Nehemiah, John, Genesis, Jeremiah, and Acts.
Genesis, Joshua, Job.
Nigga, I don't read them. I read the Bible since I was 5, nigga. Carthenians.
Who?
Matthew, John,
God damn. King James.
Corinthians, Luke, John. Book of Adam.
You know, I studied this when I was little, man. I haven't been to church in about 5 years, man.
James. I don't know.
I'm tired of this.
Palms.
Who?
Jeremiah, Genesis.
There's no books in the Bible.
No. No. All right, name 5 books of the Bible.
God, bro. Chill, twin. I don't read the Bible. I believe in God. Bro, chill out with the educational shit, bro.
Shalom.
Right? And Jake don't see nothing wrong with that. He think that shit funny. And Jake gonna get blown up over that shit. Jake gonna get his ass fucking tortured by Esau, maybe eaten half alive, hung on a swivel, and still alive, and then missiles burn your ass up. Like, that's the kind of shit that Jake don't understand the terrifying damn time where we're coming into. But Jake, Target stopped buying shit from Jake Farmers. This nigga done made an uproar, then ran off in the damn store screaming about how you don't want to hire me, I have kids. Well, when Yahawashi has something to say to you, you didn't want to listen. It's Jeremiah chapter 27, verse 7 to read. Therefore, we're going to still do this. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Right? But thou also shalt call unto them, but they will not answer thee. Right? So we're going to look up this word hearken. What does it mean to hearken to what we saying? Right? This is most of Jake's. I ain't never read the Bible. Just chill with the educational shit. I just want to be a fucking retard. Right?
Strong's H 8085. Shammah. And second entry, Shammah.
To hear, to listen, obey. So it's more than just hearing it. You have to obey what we're telling you. You can't just hear it and be like, all right, I heard you. No, you have to. It's like inhaling and exhaling. You ain't gonna get no fucking air if you're only doing one of them. Right? To hear, perceived by ear, hear of concerning. To hear, to have power to hear. It says have power to hear. Most people don't even have the power to even hear what the fuck we're saying. That is the Rawchaa Qadash. To hear with attention or interest. listen to understand, right, the language, to hear of judicial cases, right, because this is court, to listen, give heed, to consent, agree, to grant requests, to listen to, yield to obey, be obedient, okay, declare, discern, give ear, consider. You know, it says carefully, regard, report, okay? That's just some of it. We ain't gonna go into all of it, right? That's what it means to hearken, okay? But they will not answer thee, right? Look up this word answer. So we're telling them something specific to understand, and they're not answering, okay? This is why they're not going to get saved.
Strong's H 6030. Anah.
Right? And this is going into, of course, we're in Jeremiah, so we're going into the Arabic Hebrew, Assyrian Hebrew. To answer, respond, testify, speak, shout. So when we give you this, you're supposed to answer with the reply as what? Telling other Israelites, especially if you're what? A prophet. To answer, respond to testify, respond as a witness, to make answer, to be answered, receive answer, to sing, utter tunefully, right? It's a song. To dwell, to eye, or generally to heed, to pay attention, respond, extension, okay? Testify, give account. And it says afflict, cry, hear, testify, utter. You know, this has got to be basically everything that's coming out your mouth. You're supposed to answer the same thing we're saying. You have to say it, or you're really not answering to the words of Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi. You're not answering to the Lord. But thou shalt say unto them, what? Verse 28. This is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Lord their power, Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi. We talked about yesterday what? The heathens don't know the word of the Lord. They can't get the word of the Lord. So who do you think you're talking about right here? 2/3. And the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth, they don't want to hear it because they don't even have the power to listen to what we're saying. That's where it starts. Nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished and is cut off from their mouth. So now you got Jake out here going out here tripping out about dumb shit. Target doesn't like us anymore. These motherfuckers have been plaguing us and hating us for fucking ever. Says Donald Trump reportedly urges U.S. State Department to downplay Black History Month. Why do you think he's downplaying it? Why do you think he's trying to downplay us? Well, downplay is a slang from Jake. They never said that. They used to never make. They even taken in Jake's customs, man. The worst of Jake's customs, man. Even Esau's done that, man. Trying to downplay. That's how Jake talks. They know even the worst of Jake is better than them. That's why they're doing it in their fucking articles. So you know what? Catches people's attention because we are the sheet when it comes down to it. Okay?
Downplay.
Make something appear less important than it really is. Right? They're trying to downplay Jake like we're not that big of a deal. We're just fucking Jake and there's nothing important about us. Right? They want to downplay Judah, which is the so-called Negro. They want to downplay us because they know that the head of Israel are the Judites. They want to downplay us. We're just some fucking whack-ass, just lame-ass Jakes, and we're just out here working for you niggas. You're going to find out how birthright citizenship and slavery are connected. You're going to find out how serious a birthright is. That's what you're going to find out. You Edomites out there, you motherfuckers is about to find out how serious a birthright is. You're going to find out you gave yours up. And it was played out to be that way because the Lord never liked your buckethead ass. So this is Trump going into it. He thinks he knows all about birthright citizenship. He thinks his piece of paper with his signature on it, it gives you an understanding of birthright. We're going to give you the right understanding. This is Jeremiah. They're going to call us they say Semitic, but it's Shemitic. Shem. You had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, it came out of Noah. The Shemites were the ones who became the Israelites. Okay. Actually, this is Hebrews 12:17. Right? We're going to this. We're going to show you how serious a birthright is. You want to go complain about birthright citizenship. Well, if you're not Israelite, your ass is going into slavery. You're going to realize how much serious that birthright is for you to be Israel. That means that your ass is worth something. Even if you're the worst of us, you're worth something. They talking about some downplay Jake. Well, go ahead. You better make them feel like we ain't shit. Because when the Lord turns those 144,000 44,000 elect on, 144,000 men, you're going to find out this place is the wrong type of success. You niggas got lousy teachers. You niggas got lousy teachers like a motherfucker. And the Lord's going to do something to you. It's Hebrews 12, verse 17. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, talking about Esau, even so-called white man, he was rejected, which means the Lord said, no, you cannot get salvation. But you got Jake out here talking about Esau, Edom can get saved. Okay, well, why did the Lord put this here? That doesn't make any sense. You got lousy teachers, and you need to change your teachers up. For he found no place for repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So we're going to look up this word sold. Okay? Going to look up this word sold, right? He would have got the blessing, right? And we're going to show you that he didn't even look at, even though he was the firstborn, he didn't even look at Esau as the firstborn. And we're going to show that. That's what I want to show. So, but first we're going to look at these words. Yeah, right. Because it's just big right now. Let me see. Oh, that's why I can't find it. It's in 16, right? Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, verse 16, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, right? So we're going to look at this word sold. That's what I was going to go to. And it's in the Greek. Okay? The word sold. What does it mean to sell your birthright? Because you got Trump in here talking about birthrights, and he holding up big ass papers, parchment papers with America Babylon the Great all over him. Talking about he's selling Trump Bibles for $60. Well, he needs to be telling you what these words mean then, since he's selling them.
Strong's G 591. Apodidomi.
Okay, that's going into the Greek. Sold. Okay, that's what he did to his birthright. Apodidomi. Okay, that's what he did to it. To deliver, to give away for one's own profit. What is one's own? To sell, to pay off, discharge what is due. A debt, wages, tribute, taxes, produce, due. Things promised under oath. Okay. Conjugal duty, to render account, to give back, restore, to require recompense in a good or bad sense, restore, reward, render, right? Perform, sell, yield, right? And what is a birthright in the Bible, right? You can look that up in the Greek. What is a birthright?
Strong's G 4415. Protatakia.
Protatakia. So he sold his prototakia. Okay? Says the right or advantages of the firstborn son. And we know Esau, Edom came out what? First. And it says that Esau and Jacob represented what? Nations. Okay? Okay? So we know that what? He wants to downplay Jake because he doesn't want them to know that Jake has what? The birthright. He doesn't want you to know that Jake really has inherited the promises that are in this Bible. Now, how do we know? Let's go back to the Old Testament, Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. How do we know that Jake was considered as the firstborn? See, at the top it said Moses given powers. Okay. But the son, but right here, it says Aaron to be Moses's mouthpiece. Okay, that's what section we're in. Exodus chapter 4, verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, and today, what they be doing today? Everything looks like what? Egypt. Modern day Egypt, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So that we know that today this can still consider as what? Truth. Our teacher's not going to say that this says this in the scriptures and then changes later. No, this is truth right now. Because it said Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, the Lord doesn't change. Exodus chapter 4, verse 22, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. But he wasn't the firstborn. So what is that telling you? He's got the birthright. Because it said, what's a birthright? The privileges of the firstborn son. And we know he wasn't born first out of Esau. But right here it says that he considers him his firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go. He's saying that right now to Esau, even so-called white man right now. Let my son go, that he may serve me. Right? And if thou refuse to let him go, because we know he hardened Pharaoh's heart, right? So he wouldn't let him go. So he can tear his ass up. Behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. So that's what he's saying to Esau today. Better let Jake go. And he over here talking about, well, if they don't believe in Israel over there, the small hats, we're going to deport them. But even if you get deported, Jake, Esau run everything over there. So even if we do he just miraculously deport all the prophets to the Middle East. Okay? Then it's like we still under Esau. He's still not going to let us go. What do you think he's just going to just let us go out there and live free? And no. And more than likely, he's not going to do that, man. Esau be talking shit, man, because he just want to see people belly up. His weak ass ain't going to do shit. And of course, like, you know, the apostles say he's a formidable opponent, but he's not really in control, man. The Lord controls his ass. Okay? A lot of times they be saying they're going to do some shit and they going to do it. How many times we heard America Babylon the Great say they was going to do some shit and they didn't fucking do it, man? How many times, man? They always talking shit. Oh, we're going to do something. We're going to shut down TikTok, and then the niggas just open it up another day and they just do some weird shit with it and they make it seem like they always doing shit like that, man. Because they want to see how you react. That's how they're going to be with the MOTB too. They're going to be like, it's time, and it ain't going to even be time and shit. They just want to see if you're going to take the shit. That's why they got the doomsday clock. Talking about some 89 seconds before. Like, they just want to see if you're going to start freaking out and sell out before Yahawashi gets here. That's all they're doing. It's trying to get Yahawashi, you know, get you to fucking, you know, sell out before Yahawashi gets here. That's their fucking job, to test the shit out of you. So we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this one and one more. And then I have one more scripture after that. And then we out of here. So this is what this dude said. This is in 2020 though. Okay, but this is what this Yuval Harari dude, this is really what they want to do to you, man. Okay, it's on there. This is what they want to do.
And governments will be able to systematically hack all the people. We humans should get used to the idea that we are no longer mysterious souls. We are now hackable animals.
The future of mind control, and the future being right now, because these experiments are being done, is using gene editing tools.
I can create small robotic units at the
right. Gene editing tools. How you think they're gonna do that? Through the MOTB. That's what they're trying to do. Okay. But this is the wrong type of success. That's what we're trying to tell you. This is not success. Okay.
Nanoscale can directly diffuse into the brain space, but their presence is almost impossible to detect. Right. This amount of nanomaterial could, in fact, affect all.
We talked about them. That was DARPA just a second ago. They was talking about changing shit, and DARPA, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't remember exactly what it's called. Since I mentioned them, we're going to type it in for people who are new. Because that's one thing. They try to downplay us, but we're not going to downplay them. We're going to let you know exactly who they are. Some goddamn demons. So DARPA, it means the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. And what they do is they make AI. And it says they came out in February 7th, 1958. So a lot of people don't even know about these people. And they've been out since right after World War II trying to make AI and shit. Then you got, there's another company. A lot of people don't know that there's another company that actually does electric cars. I can't remember the name of them, but I'm gonna do a lesson on the Rawchaa. Do a lesson on it. It's this group. I can't remember what they call, but I'm gonna go find the video and I'm gonna place it. And actually, somebody in my immediate family sent it. They was like, they starting to see like, damn, this is something that my son was talking about, my people was talking about. So they sent it to me. I was like, damn, that stuff I can really use. And it's going into that. It's going into, you know, the whole trunk 2.0, and a lot of the electric cars they use overseas, y'all ain't even heard of them. They over there, and we're gonna go into that. We're gonna go into stuff that they use. It's all over there, because you got to understand, Indonesia just went into the BRICS, and that makes it to where they're like 60% of the fucking world now, more than half the world. Okay, because Indonesia is huge, man. It's a very big deal. We're going to go into that out of Rawchaa. But these guys found 1958. These guys has been about AI. This ain't no new shit. They've been trying to get their MOTB system going. Okay. So going back, this guy was talking about.
All of
read from the living brain and right into the living brain.
There's a mysterious direct energy weapon that is being used, and it is causing permanent traumatic brain injury.
We have to get more information, and we got to tell the public what's going on.
And remember, we seen that video at the beginning, that cartoon, direct energy beaming ass weapons. See?
Government has to acknowledge that this is happening to civilians.
It's almost that science fact seems stranger than fiction.
We can send instructions and information to an actual person from a distance with this kind of technology to let another person control their actions. But that could be something that could be malicious. But soon.
Right. So they have this type of technology. That's why you got your school shooters. You got all these people doing just all types of shit. Because why? Because they ain't got the Qadash with them. Because it said no weapon shall prosper against the elect. So the elect, you know, they're going to know by the precepts, by the law, like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Because prayer is more powerful than their weapons. So we're going to go into this, and then we got one more, and then we out of here. Yep. Well, yeah, we got that, and then I'm going to point out two things. This is Revelation 3 verse 10. Because Jake doesn't understand there's a trial coming to see if you're going to accept this shit, man. It's a Revelation 3 verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? Revelation 3:10. We're going to look up this word try. Right? To try them. It's going to be in the Greek. Oh, no. Right here.
Strong's G 3985.
Parazzo. Right? Parazzo. Right? It says to try whether a thing can be done. They're going to try to see if they can control you like a robot. They're going to try to see if they can get your ass to take this MOTB to attempt, endeavor, to try, make a trial of, test, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality or what he thinks or how he will behave himself, right? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to control your behavior. They're trying to control everything you can do, right? In a good sense or what? In a bad sense, to test one maliciously. Like he said, this would be something malicious. This could be something wicked. But at the same time, it's in a good sense because why? Because it said that we're going to what? Glory through our infirmities, glory through, you know, our you know, through our tests. Passing these tests is what's going to bring us glory. Okay? Talking about the elect, Rawchaa, we had that number, the hopeful elect that transfers into the elect. You know, we hope that this trial is going to bring us what? Glory to the Most High. Right? In a good sense, right? We're just talking about that, or a bad sense, to test one maliciously, craftily, to put to the proof of his feelings or judgments, to try to test one's faith, virtue, character, by enticement to sin. And if you take that MOTB, you cannot be forgiven. You will be destroyed here in America, Babylon the Great, by fire. You will get hit with those missiles. To solicit to sin, to tempt, of the temptations of the devil. And how do we know that Esau Edom is the so-called devil? Because he's the only one who is talking like that, talking about putting brain chips in your damn head and using the energy beam wave to fucking fry your brain and make you reset if you don't agree, whatever he's doing. After the Old Testament uses the Most High to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. See, that's what he did to Job. And for some reason, these damn Christians in the church think that the Lord, it wasn't the one who inflicted the evils. We've seen that the Lord told Satan, he said, you can do whatever you want to him, but don't kill him. Right? That's the Lord inflicted evils. That's how it's going to be with the elect. The Lord is about to inflict evils on us, man. And if you was just some weenie ass Jake, you're going to pussy out, man. You're going to take this shit. Men are said to tempt the Most High by exhibitions of distrust, as though they wish to try whether he is not justified distrust, not justly distrusted, right? By 3, by impious or wicked conduct, to test the Most High's justice and patience, and to challenge him as if it were to give proof of his perfections. See, this is him examining us. And that's why the Lord said, see, it says, say, examine, right? That's how he's going to examine us. But right now he's giving us the time, and it says scrutinize too. That's how he's going to examine us, by scrutinizing us, putting us through a whole bunch of shit to see if we really ain't no weenie ass jakes. That's what he's saying. Okay, to try them. Okay, that dwell upon the earth, and we don't even need to look up the word dwell. Your ass is on the earth. So he's talking about what? Your ass and me. He's coming to try everybody with this MOTB. You got this Yuval Harari, and this motherfucker has a husband and everything. This motherfucker talking about coming and chipping you motherfuckers. Same way with Babylon the Great. Talking about something. We don't want no digital currency system, and then your ass make a digital currency. Okay. Well, nigga, you lying. So for the people that know my channel, this is all just to scare these women too. This could be staged right here, because you know those numbers. We went to those numbers the other day. They always use the 3, 6, and 9. The Illuminati always go into them numbers to try to scare you and entice you. Right? It says DHS has taken my 3.3 in EBT $900 cash benefits, disability, and my Section 8. They are forcing me to pay back 48 racks and taxing my 40K tax refund. How am I supposed to live now? You're not. You're supposed to take the MOTB and be through. This is how they're trying to scrutinize you. And the Lord's going to try to scrutinize you to get your ass. You know? And you got Jake over here. He said, ladies and gentlemen and others, I present to you Ronald Reagan's welfare queen. And that's how a lot of these damn women are, man. You think you're fucking something because you're living off Esau. And Lord finna tell Esau to cut that shit off on your ass. You're going to have a lot of L's, a lot more than some W's. You ain't got a man in the Lord with you.
I have cut off my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids, and my Section 8. What do they expect me to do? I can't go out and get a job. I have been getting welfare since I was 19 years old.
See? 19 years old, your ass out here getting taken care of. Okay? 19 years old, she been getting this bread all this time. And that's why they out here saying, you bitches ain't shit. Okay? What the fuck are we paying you for? You ain't helping society. You're making it worse. You got all these wicked ass children out here bullshitting, running all over the place, and you feeding them, and ain't none of them done shit for nothing. That's how he feeling right now. Okay? And still our people aren't mourning. All like, what are we supposed to do? Your ass supposed to get dealt with. That's what's gonna happen to you. Cause you ain't a lot of these women ain't like they're supposed to be. We're gonna read how the Lord said what kind of women he called. So we're gonna read about. We're gonna read about after this. Do we read this title? Women that he called are ones supposed to be doing what we're doing. This is it says horror, at least 30 people crushed to death and stampede at festival in India after thousands surged towards river. Dozens of more injured and erupted as thousands surged towards the river at the Kabah Milah, right? Tens of millions were expected to gather Wednesday to take a holy dip during the 6-week Hindu festival. See, everybody's trying to find the Lord. Everybody's trying to get right with the Lord, and they're just doing retarded shit. But between 1 and 2 a.m., a stampede broke out where barricades had been put up to manage crowds. What they mean barricades, they put up some little pussy-ass fence, but it's tens of millions of people out there. Shocking footage images showed emergency crews taking bodies on stretchers and attendees on the ground in tears. Others stepped over clothes, shoes, backpack, blankets left by those trying to escape the crush. Deadly crowd crushers are a notorious feature at Indian religious festivals, including the Chabad Mela, which already had a grim track record. So people still went the fuck out there. Right? So from all the way over here where Eve is motherfucking dying off because she can't get $700 quadrillion from the government, to all the way over there where they're trying to get themselves right with the Most High, but they can't because they never were given the law of the Most High. They never knew. So they're trying to seek, but they can't get in. They're like, fuck. So they panicking and trampling over each other. This is the kind of people that the Lord called. Okay, and we're just going to deal with the women because we know he called us, because we're telling you that he's calling y'all. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 17. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi, consider ye and call for the mourning woman, that they may come, and send for cunning women, that they may come, right? And let them make haste and take up a wailing for us, that our eyes may run down with tears and our eyelashes gush out with waters. Verse 19, for the voice of wailing is heard out of where? Zion, talking about Israel. How we are spoiled. We are greatly confounded, because we have forsaken the land, because our dwellings have cast us out. Right? Verse 20, yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye men, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation, man. Verse 21, for death has come up into our windows. And a lot of women it's going to be too late. They're going to be trying to be this kind of way, and it's going to be too late, man. You're going to wait till they cut off all your goddamn shit and you take the MOTB, and then you're going to be trying to cry, Lord, going to do away with your ass. For death has come up to our windows and entered into our palaces, to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets, right? I got 6 kids. Don't nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody care, because you don't care about your BaAhasham Yahawashi. Verse 22, and all that time you didn't have all that shit and you ain't known the Lord. Verse 22, speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them. I'll read this in the NLT, and we're going to close out of this thing. And really, we go back. Let me go back real quick. I want to read verse 23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. Right? Verse 24, because you could just be all in your ass the very next day. But let him that glory in this, that what? If he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercises loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So what do we know about the Lord that most of Christians don't like? The Lord likes whooping your ass. That is judgment. So if you are somebody who's just like, I don't know your BaAhasham Yahawashi, what am I supposed to do when all this shit goes to shit? That means that your ass is going to get whooped by Yahawah BaAhasham Yahawashi. Okay? Because this is what he said to the heavens armies. I'm going to read NLT. It's what he said to them. And everybody that they're calling is going to get down what the fuck we're telling you to do. So Jeremiah 9:17 in the NLT. This is what the Lord of heaven's armies says. Consider all this and call for the mourners. Send for the women who mourn at funerals. Right? Quick, begin your weeping. Let tears flow from your eyes. Hear the people of Jerusalem crying in despair. We are ruined. We are completely humiliated. We must leave our land because our homes have been torn down. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you women, to the words of the Lord. Open your ears to what he has to say. Teach your daughters, right? He told us to come tell y'all what kind of woman we looking for. Teach your daughters to wail. Teach one another how to lament, right? Because the tabernacle's not built. Verse 21, for death has crept through our windows. How? Esau, even so-called white man, came and took our shit. And has entered our mansions. It has killed off the flower of our youth. Children no longer play in the streets. And young men no longer gather in the squares, right? Where the elders were at the gates. Okay, that's how it was in Israel. This is what the Lord says. Bodies will be scattered across the fields like clumps of manure, right? Boo-boo, shit. Like bundles of grain after the harvest. No one will be left to bury them. Verse 23. This is what the Lord says. Don't let the wise boast in their wisdom, or the powerful boast in their power, or the rich boast in their riches. Verse 21. But those who wish to boast should boast in this alone, that they truly know me and understand that I am the Lord. See, you got to truly know the Lord, who demonstrates unfailing love and who brings justice and righteousness to the earth. And I delight in these things. I, the Lord, have spoken. So the Lord likes saving people, and he also likes whooping ass. And you better learn that shit real quick. I'm going to do one more to prove that, we're Israel. I meant to do this one earlier. I'm going to a couple of these words because it just said mourn. Why? Because the kingdom's not set up, so we're fucked out here. Only way we're getting out of here is Yahawah, BaAhasham, Yahawashi. You try and fucking use food stamps or whatever to get out of here, your ass is through. I'm not saying like if you got food stamps, okay, whatever, but don't use it as somewhere you trying to get out of here, and don't be fucking bellying up every time you saw a punk ass say something. Hold it down. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. It reads, is Israel a servant? See, a homeborn slave. Why is he spoiled? Right? We're going to look up this word, Israel. And really we're saying Israel, which is Yasharallah. Sons of the living power. That's how you say that in Rawchaa Qadash. Yasharallah. Israel, motherfucker. This is the people that he's talking to. He's not talking to everybody.
Strong's H3478. Yes,
Yisrael. That's how they say it.
Yes,
you got the Israel ass motherfuckers. It's Yasharallah. That's how you really say it, which means sons of the living power. Okay. And it says Yasharallah means what? Yahawah prevails. Okay. That's how he prevailed through this seed line, right? The second name for Jacob given to him by the Most High after his wrestling with the angel at Peniel, right? The name of descendants and the nation of the descendants of Jacob. That's Israel. The name of the nation until the death of Solomon and the split. Okay. Still talking about Israel. The name used given to the northern kingdom consisting of the 10 tribes under Jeroboam, which is one of, Solomon's sons. But they were all still considered Israel, even Judah. We went into this. The southern kingdom was known as Judah. Okay. And the only people that he had with him was Benjamin. Okay. And the other 10 nations went with Jeroboam when they had to split. Okay. Which is the wall of partition. You had Apostle Barak going in that a couple months ago. If you don't know about it, you can hit me in the comment board. I'll send the video on there. The name of the nation after the return from exile. See, after we came from exile, after we all came back, we came together. We still Israel. Symbolical name of Jacob, typically his posterity, Israel. Now I want to look up this word symbolical. What does it mean to be a symbolical name? Right? We're going to it. to be symbolical. Let's go to it. It says relating or using or proceeding by means of symbols, right? What does symbolical mean? Using, employing, or exhibiting a symbol consisting or proceeding by means of symbols, right? What does it mean in simple terms? Serving as a symbol of something or relating to, or expressed by a symbol characterized or involving the use of symbols. You know, a highly symbolic poem. It's a song. You know, there's one of them in here, right here. Symbolism is the idea that represents other things, and Israel represents a nation of people. It's symbolism of the whole nation of Israel. That's what I'm trying to really bring up. That's what symbolism is. It's the idea of there is a nation that the Lord is dealing with and that he's not dealing with. That's why it went into what? Esau got rejected. He can't get the birthright because he gave it to who? Another nation, which is us, Israel. Okay? He can't get into the kingdom and be immortal with us. Okay? He's going into slavery. And that's all over the scriptures. You got his own people like, I got a 3.3 thousand debt, 900 cash benefits, and you over here talking about what am I supposed to do? Bitch, you supposed to die. That's your job, to die. Because you wasn't going to die. You wouldn't do Yahawashi. So Israel is a homeborn slave. What does it mean to be home? Okay? Because we were born here as slaves in America, Babylon the Great. Now you got Trump talking about some birthright citizenship, and if you don't like the small hats, if you don't like these wicked ass Israelites, fake ass Israelites, the center Israelites, we're gonna deport you. Deport us where, motherfucker? We was born here. Where you gonna deport us at? Was you gonna take us back to the land of Israel? Y'all kicked us out of there. You gonna fucking kick us back out and put us over there? Like, no, it's not prophecy. This weak ass nigga's not gonna do that. And if he does it to a couple of us, the Lord's still gonna get your buckethead ass, and he gonna pay for it.
Strong's H 1004. Bayeth.
Right? And this is going on Assyrian, Hebrew, more Arabic Hebrew because it's an Old Testament. House, dwelling, habitation, shelter, abode of animals, human bodies, figuratively of Sheol. And Sheol's going back to what? Israel, right? We were homeborn slaves, but we weren't in the land of Israel because it said in Deuteronomy 28:68, he would send us into Egypt again on ships. And all we had to do was just walk into Egypt. We didn't have to get on no damn ships. We just walked over there. That's what I was talking about over here, talking about the Atlantic slave trade, right? An abode of light and darkness, land of Ephraim, place. And it's really not what it's talking about. Household, family of descendants as organized body. So we're talking about temple, household affairs. Okay. He called us the daughter of Zion. See, it's down here. It says daughter. It said prison. And where Jake usually be at. You don't see a whole bunch of Edomites in prison. It'd be our ass. You see what I'm saying? And it said in Deuteronomy 28:68, we will be bondsmen and bondswomen, which means what? You got to bond out of jail because your ass is in slavery, Jake. But over time, that's going to change. So they want to say, we're going to prove your birthright. Well, motherfucker, look at everything that you see around you, motherfucker. We built the shit for your punk ass. This is the lesson of the, scripture of the night. We're going to close out. Psalm chapter 103.1, bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Simple as that. So Shalom to elect Israel, hopeful elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites that elect the nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Bahasham, BaAhasham, Qadash, Barak. Peace, blessings to the elect. Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Rawchaa, we're able to continue to do lessons as long as the Lord allows us. And as soon as he doesn't, your ass is through if you ain't believing what we talking about. Wild Baba Ball, peace bless to the elect. Shalom.